Okay, all right. On that note, some more news coming in. We're learning that Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus has now written a letter to Donald Trump seeking a 3-month pause on the tariffs. Yunus has proposed a reduction in tariffs up to 50% on U.S. exports to Bangladesh and requested the U.S. postpone the application of reciprocal tariffs on Bangladeshi goods. In the letter, Yunus has emphasized Bangladesh's proactive initiatives to align with U.S. trade priorities since President Trump's inauguration. Let me bring in Gautam Mukherjee on that note. Gautam Mukherjee, quite unlikely that Donald Trump will be putting a pause on the tariffs for any nations as far as his current comments are concerned. He's been pretty clear and firm that he's not going to be backing down, because the moment you put a pause for one nation, then of course others seek the same from you. But in your assessment, how exactly are some of the smaller economies really going to react and respond? Is this economic bullying by America?
Well, Devika, let's understand 170 countries use tariffs. It's 170 prominent countries. So Donald Trump didn't invent tariffs. In fact, the tariff barrier into the United States is 2.5% for most things. Now, that is not something that's going on elsewhere. China, for example, which is the main target, does not allow American goods to be sold at all in China. The entire service industry, Google, Facebook, etc., is not allowed in China. China is a one-way street. It's got a balance of trade over $1 trillion in its favor, and that's before you count all the proxy nations, including Canada, Mexico, Vietnam, Cambodia, Bangladesh, you name it. I mean, there are quite a few that China uses in order to channel its goods when much milder tariffs were imposed. So Trump is trying to reset the global order. Elon Musk, who's a sort of a mouthpiece, has said to the Europeans, why don't we have zero tax and form a free trade agreement with all of Europe? Now, the Europeans are not budging, are they? Instead, the EU has imposed reciprocal taxes. Now, they have no hope of succeeding. China doesn't have a hope of succeeding with its reciprocal taxes. So, eventually, America is definitely going to get its way. Some countries are coming to the table rather quickly, including India. India is all about reducing its tariffs. Cambodia reduced its tariffs on American goods from 35% to 5% overnight. Now, this is the way to play with this man. If you think you can take him on, you've got another thing coming. And there's nothing daft about it. It's just that before him, various people, all the former presidents in recent memory, have topped tariffs and then proceeded to chicken out and sell out to China. This is the man who's bitten the bullet. He's in mission mode. He's not going to let go. And it's going to roil the world until they decide to play ball.
Okay, I want to bring in more news at this point in time. We're learning that